If you're trying to decide between the Momcozy V2 and Momcozy M9 Mobile Flow, then stick around, as in this video I am going to walk you through the similarities and the differences between the Momcozy V2 versus Momcozy M9 Mobile Flow. So let's get started. These really are two very different breast pumps, and you can see that firstly on the surface by the design. So your Momcozy V2 comes with a separate motor. The motor is then attached to your collection cups via tubing. Now, this does have a few advantages. One, and the most important, being that it means that your collection cup is extremely lightweight. So if you're somebody that potentially has back issues and carrying that extra weight of the pump on your chest is going to cause pain or further issues, you may really appreciate the lightweight of this collection cup. It is only 120 grams per cup, and that is in comparison to the all-in-one mobile Flow M9, where your pump motor is attached to your collection cup. Now, this pump weighs 320 grams, so it is considerably heavier. It's almost just under 3 times as heavy as the collection cup on your V2. That said, there are some advantages to having a all-in-one breast pump, and that is you do not need to have the tubing. Now, the tubing can make your pump a little bit less discreet because you're having to attach your pump somewhere, hide the tubing. It also means that there is an extra part that you need to consider in terms of maintenance and making sure that it is in working order. Okay, so that aside, let's take a look at some of the key features to both these pumps. Both these pumps come with 3 different modes. You have your your stimulation, which is to initiate your letdown. These are the short, sharp suctions. Then you have your expression mode, which are the longer suctions to draw out your milk, and then you have a mixed mode, which is a combination of both. Where the M9 does shine is Momcozy have gone through and looked at the rhythm and the cycles of those suctions to really optimize the output. So it does, even though it's a mixed mode, the cycles are very different. And they are specifically designed to get more output than, say, your V2. The other thing that is amazing about the M9 is that it comes with a mobile app. Now, it is the only pump currently in the collection that has the app. I do hope that they bring this out for more pumps because I really do love this. In the app, you are able to choose your own rhythms and cycles, so you can preset the pump to whatever timing and cycles that you prefer. And it also does come with 2 professional modes, a milk relief and a milk boost. So it's almost the same as power pumping to increase your milk supply. So there are some really great benefits to having the app. It also helps add to the discretion because you are able to use your phone or your app to completely turn on and off your pump, put it on pause, so you're not having to fiddle around with your bra if you're looking for complete discreetness. Okay. In terms of suction levels, now again, here is where Momcozy have really tried to make the M9 shine. It comes with 15 different suction levels. Now, this really does give you fantastic control over your pumping experience and your comfort levels. This is opposed to just the 9 suction levels that come with the V2. In terms of suction strength, they are pretty similar. There's not too much of a difference. They're both extremely powerful pumps. Noise, again, they're very similar. They're both under 50 dB. So you will hear them in a complete silent room. However, with a bit of background noise, both of these are quite quiet breast pumps. Battery life. Now, here is where the V2 does shine. The V2 comes with a really impressive 180 minutes of usage time. Now, that is enough to get you 7 to 8 pumping sessions off a charge. So that is a really big plus and something to consider if you are going to be pumping extremely regularly with this breast pump. Not to say that the M9 is terrible. It actually comes with a 150-minute battery life, which again is still really great for a wearable breast pump, but it is less than the V2. It's 30 minutes less, so definitely at least one full pumping session. In terms of the recharge though, it's 150 minutes of recharge for your M9 versus the 170 minutes recharge for your V2. So the V2 does take slightly longer to recharge. So again, nothing major, but something to consider. Okay, so now let's go back to the design. If we look at the flanges, so you can see that they are quite different. The M9 has a really big silicone flange. This is really soft, and I like that it has the large size to it. It really does feel quite cushioning. The V2 also has the cushioning, the Momcozy double fit flange. So that's this extra seal here, which is designed to be a bit of a cushioning, but also help with securing your seal. But where these are different, so they both are similar. You can see though that the M9 is definitely got a lot more padding to it for that comfort level. But where they do differ significantly is the V2 is a silicone flange, and it has this seal, a lip that you need to pull over and push all the way around to get your secure seal. Now this is more of your traditional kind of flange that you'll see with wearable breast pumps. The M9, however, is quite different. You do not need to worry about trying to get the additional seal, which having this seal can lead to milk spillage. It can also lead to loss of suction if it is not done correctly. And again, it's extra maintenance. You're pulling the lip up and over each time, so it can cause a little bit more wear and tear. That said though, in terms of design, the V2 is extremely simple. You take off your tubing, and in terms of parts that need to be washed and cleaned, you literally have just a couple of small parts that you need to worry about. It is very simple and easy to put back together, whereas the M9, you can see already that this is quite complicated. There are lots of bits and pieces that need to come off. One of the downsides for me is this little bit here that you need to hook on. I feel like this is a part where you're going to get a lot more potential for this to break on the diaphragm. You also have your flange as a unit. Then you've also got on your bottle a little bit that you have to lock into place. Again, it's not hard, but they are little bits of extra. Now this one I don't love so much. On your duckbill valve, you've actually got to align it in and pull that through to make sure that you have it properly aligned. Again, these are just little things, but they are slightly annoying and something to consider. But what I do love is that the collection cup comes with a lid. So you can simply pop the lid on when you're finished a pumping session and store your milk. This is fantastic if you are on the go or at work and you're not wanting to clean all your parts straight away, or you're just wanting to not have to deal with pouring your milk into an extra container at the time. This is great being able to have the lid, and in your kit you also have 4 of these collection cups, so you can pump 2 of your sessions before you're needing to transfer your milk. In terms of collection cups though, the M9 only has a 5-ounce capacity. Now that is okay. It's not anything amazing. So it is something to keep an eye on, especially if you are an overproducer. You may prefer having the larger cup capacity of the V2. Now the V2 is around 7 ounces, so you're getting a lot of extra volume with the collection cup capacity, and you can quite easily see the difference in capacity there. Okay, so the other side of it, both of these do come with inserts. They have a standard 24mm flange. You are getting inserts, like I say, there's a 21, a 19 and a 17. So both of these are great for the smaller size nipples. The M9 does not at this stage come with a larger size, so that is something to consider. This probably won't be the right pump for you if you have a larger nipple size at this stage. Okay, let me just check. In terms of accessories though, I absolutely, let me see if I can move this a bit, love that the M9 comes with the Momcozy hard shell carry case. It's enough to fit your spare bottles in or your accessories, as well as keep your pump protected. So that for me is a big win that comes with the M9. In terms of pumps and which one I would choose, honestly, I feel like it comes down to a couple of factors. One, how discreet do you want your pump? Will the app be worth it for you? Having the extra features and the extra modes that you can have and the settings with the app are a big plus for me, but you may not need those. It may just be an extra feature you're paying for that you do not need. In terms of weight, how will your body respond to having the extra weight in terms of cup? That is definitely something to consider. Again, capacity size. Are you an overproducer? Will you fill the cup up too quickly with the 5 ounces versus the 7? They really are 2 very different pumps, but I hope this video has given you some idea on which one might be best for you. If you do have questions though, please ask. I have tried to cover everything, but if I have missed anything, please let me know and I will do my very best to answer them. Thanks.